on earth is it going, you goofy goobers? Caffeine Fox here with a brand new video, and I am ready to get into this. So when you're fursuiting, there's definitely some things that are amazing and super fun, but there is certainly one of those things that's just, it's no good news. It's not a good time. And if you're asking me, like, what is this thing that just makes suiting kind of annoying at times? I'm gonna let you know right now. When you're suiting, you usually have like a balaclava over your head, which is like a fabric. It looks kind of like a ski mask. What this does is it kind of like wicks away the sweat, and it keeps your head from just getting a whole bunch of bacteria, all that nasty stuff inside of your head. It just keeps it under control. Now, you're still gonna sweat when you wear a fursuit head, right? Over time, it'll actually go outside the balaclava and still affect your head, which is why it's like super important to disinfect that suit with some isopropyl alcohol and water mixed together, just to make sure that you have more water than alcohol. I try and aim for around 30% isopropyl, maybe 40, and then the rest water. And what this does is it kills all the germs and nasty stuff, and it keeps your head smelling good. One of the things I noticed is that even when you're wearing a balaclava, you still end up running into the issue of just sweating nonstop. What this does, especially for me, if you have long hair, I'm out of the military now, I can grow it as long as I want. It just traps all those oils and sweat inside your fursuit head. When you take your fursuit head off, whether it's at the headless lounge or back up at the room in the hotel where all your friends are hanging out, or your roommates, whatever, or just by yourself, it makes your hair absolutely like matted and messy and just kind of gross. I don't know, people just kind of don't really bat an eye at it, right? Because, you know, everybody who's wearing a suit has the same thing going on for the most part. Now, if you have like a shaved head or really short hair, it's not really noticeable, but in general, you can tell if somebody's been suiting, not just because they're like super red, because people have been like exerting themselves, but it's the hair. you can almost always tell if somebody's been suiting because of the hair. People don't really care too much about that for the most part. Now, me, on the other hand, I have this constant need. I did some soul searching and I found out some stuff about myself. I have this constant need to always present the best version of myself, even if it doesn't really matter. So I just get in my head and I keep thinking like, oh, these people are gonna be judging me and everything else. And I'm not even sure like where this came from. I think it might have had to do with trying to fit in, going to so many different schools and stuff growing up, right? Like every 2 years we'd move. So I had to like be the best version of myself to try and fit in. I think that that's pretty much carried over now. So after I'm done suiting and I have this suit hair going on, the dreaded suit hair, I'm so self-conscious that I carry a hat with me. Like whether it's on my ear, oh sorry, usually this ear, I'll carry a hat over my ear, or I'll put it in a backpack with me. And the moment I take my fursuit hat off, I put that hat on. Like, no questions asked. I kind of do it like as fast as I possibly can because I'm worried that people are gonna see like what my hair looks like. I know it's stupid. It really shouldn't matter. But for me, I kind of noticed this happening at like GFM. I was just done suiting, and right as I reached to put the hat on, I kind of thought to myself like, why am I doing this? It's definitely something that you're gonna come across if you have longer hair. If you have like more oily hair, I definitely have oily hair. Like that, my hair is just out of control. But if you happen to have hair that meets that criteria, you're probably gonna notice this when you get your fursuit head. And if you've been suiting, you've probably noticed this from the very beginning. Suit hair is a real thing. It's almost like when you wake up in the morning and you get that bed head where you have like a cowlick sticking up over here and then over there, and you just got like this Einstein hair kind of setup going on. I've noticed that one of the best things I can do is either keep my head on the entire time and only take it off when I go back up to the room, or, you know, just wear a hat. Sometimes I've just worn like the balaclava itself. This is mainly true for like MFF, where all the suitors kind of hang outside the hotel where it's cold outside because it's Chicago in December. That's where fursuiters go when they want to chill and they don't want to go to the headless lounge. Like, don't get me wrong, the headless lounge is great, but if it's not kept cold enough by the hotel or event space, your only break that you're gonna get is just the water and taking the head off. And sometimes, you know, there's fans that aren't being occupied by fursuit heads because people put those on, those fans, to kind of dry them out. I'll just put my face in front of that fan like all day to try and cool off. But at MFF, the quick and easy way I've noticed is just to go outside the hotel and like take that head off and just be like, just break the magic, you know, be right out there breaking that magic. Sometimes I'll just leave the balaclava on. It keeps my hair under control and people can't see it and they just see somebody wearing a balaclava, and that's not really that weird. That's not too much of an ask to see at a fur con. I also have my hat with me too. My hat has been kind of like my lifesaver. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to get this little silly topic out of there because I don't really think anybody's made a video about suit hair before. If you're considering suiting or you have a suit, this is gonna be part of your future. You're just gonna have like suit hair and it's just gonna be everywhere, and there's just nothing you could do about it unless you have like a hat or like a hoodie to cover your head. Or just keep the fursuit hat on 24/7, you know? Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe if I just lived in my fursuit, I would never have to worry about this again. It's so easy, so simple. I can't believe I didn't think of this before. Yeah, thank you for joining me on this silly little video. I hope you have a great rest of your week. It's really great to have another one of these videos out. Last week I didn't have one. I was really busy, but hey, we made it work. We got a new video out there, and yeah, if you like this content, feel free to like and subscribe, and yeah, I will see all of you on the next video. Holy smokes. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'd like to give a huge thank you to the following Gold Egg patrons: Yorick Burnison, STL Motovlogs, Blueberry the Husky, Ashira Pony, Moodle, DH, Apollo Bunny, Dynamo, Emerith Cantonine, and Cinderkin. And a huge thank you to all my other patrons and supporters as well. If any of you want to consider becoming a patron, check me out on the link above. Oh my goodness, thank you.